Hello and welcome to another episode of Sports and Songs Podcast. This is your host, Dan and Andy. Today is March 25th, 2026. We'll be recording live from the lab in Watertown, Minnesota with the roundtable discussion. Andy, please introduce the rest of the roundtable we've got.
Our host, Pat Tschida. Say hello, Pat.
Hello, everyone.
Let's go around the room. Just who you are so we get the name with the voice.
I'm Alex Logelin. I play for Young America.
And I'm Clint Aretz. I play for Hamburg.
So we're going to do a Crow River season preview, 2026 season for the Crow River. Have a lively discussion here with some of the guys here from the Crow River. It turns out to be for the last, 6 years now, it's our favorite. It's all we focus on amateur town ball is the Crow River. So
yeah, that's what it's all at.
We do season preview. We do postseason games during the region tournament. Fox Town Ball Tour, if it's in town, we cover it all. So what we'll have tonight is basically going from Andy's list of questions.
Yes.
Have the guys answer, and we'll just keep it going with a lively discussion. I've got some questions at the end as things come up, but it's mainly
all right. First of all, we'll just start. Section A, still got Waconius there. Leave them done. B.
Boring.
Done. Over. Same group of characters. 7 teams in B. 4 make the state tournament. Is that a fair cut, you think? 4 out of 7?
Thank God we have 4 this year. Yeah. Because what did we have last year? We had 4, maybe 5 top 10 teams at some point in the summer.
Yep.
But it sucks to not see one of those teams go.
Well, and your guys' game versus Delano here, the state qualifier was, that's a state tournament game.
Absolutely.
Right.
And then the Plato game.
The
same thing with Reese throwing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Then you got Wyatt. And really, Carver wasn't that bad last year.
No.
So you had 5 decent teams, 4 make our regional tournament, 4 go state. So really, our tournament as a Final Four is like basically just seeding, stay healthy and seeding. So, but it looks like everybody's coming back on all those teams. I haven't heard any major changes on any of those. YA is coming back with the same group of characters. And I'm sorry, you guys got the second best fans in the area.
second best fans.
I don't know. Some people beg to differ, but
ouch.
Some say third, but I'm giving you second.
I would say that. I would say when YA was maybe when you guys were all 24. Yeah. That they were elite. It was oh my God, don't be around Green Isle or Young America.
Yeah.
Don't want to be a part of them.
And the thing I respect about them fans is they're knowledgeable too. That's what I respect about their fans. They're knowledgeable.
They follow it.
Right.
Okay.
How is they're knowledgeable with a little bit of bias sometimes.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying. I was just it usually is
guys.
always one direction, no matter what. They can die on their hill sometimes, but you know what? You got to love the passion, though. It's nice to have a following like
Dude, it's the reason the Crow is the Crow.
Exactly.
Right.
all the fan bases make it up.
Yeah.
That's what keeps it going. That's what keeps it
and everybody gets along with everybody. You know
It's
each other.
hard-
I mean,
it's
that's
good
the
fun.
biggest thing why I'm really happy that the Crow was able to. Last year was kind of a weird year where we're bringing in things and
I was scared.
between the B and C classes. I'm like, this is going to change things in a very negative way that I'm happy that we were able to wrangle things back in and have the Crow be the Crow.
I mean, yeah, you got a game against A against B or B against C. Yeah, and standings don't mean crap. But back here the next day for bragging rights, that means a lot more.
Yeah.
Back at the bar afterwards for bragging rights. That's more than points in the standings.
Well, I think the other part of it is too, for me being a C team, I love seeing the guys. There's so many of my buddies that I played with for now since 2009.
Don't age us.
Yeah. But anyways, 15 years that I've been or whatever longer, it's one of those things where I appreciate those games and being able to play them every year.
That's why I wish we could play them more. Like we still got 2 each, but we get 2 each with YA, which I love. I've created great relationships with. And that's been awesome. But I mean, you guys probably would you say who in C are you pretty close with, like buddy wise? You know some of the Cologne guys. Obviously.
Yeah, a lot of the Cologne guys.
Okay.
I'd say probably they're around at least a lot of our age.
Yeah.
A lot of the guys on our team are age.
What's kind of a bummer, and it's no discredit to these guys, is like I don't know a ton of the guys under Germany anymore. I mean, I know some of the old heads, but that's about it. They've just revamped with such a new roster.
Yeah.
That's,
Right.
They got a lot of young Waconia kids.
yeah. I suppose you would know them.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's thank God. I was very worried. I think we did this episode literally a year ago.
Yeah.
And I was like, I hate it. I think it's horrible.
Yeah.
I think it's going to destroy. Dude, the CRVL Region 7 C tournament for how many years was always like, basically halfway through the summer, if one of your buddies was playing with you in the summer or a guy who's new to the Crow, they'd be like, this is kind of a boring game tonight. It's like, just wait for a Friday night at YA.
Yeah.
Or just wait for a Sunday at this place.
Yep.
Or wait till the region Friday night game. And it's like, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then
As soon as the calendar flips to August,
Yeah.
holy
Your
shit. Your blood pressure goes up a
You
little
come in
bit.
July game, you're going, really? I spent money to get into this?
Right.
You know?
Right.
No,
And some
really.
of those nights, what's nice is now we have some pretty top tier teams. So when those nights happen, it's great. But yeah, there are some of those schlub games where, we used to have some blowouts and it was like, oh my God.
That's one of the nice things is I think that across this, CRVL, it's really become where that's not as much of a thing.
I would agree.
Where there is a lot more competitive games. There's not to be used to where like, it's Wednesday night, we got to go here and it's going to be a 10-run game.
Because
And
we have 8 guys.
And it's just like you go in there, you don't even bring your team and you still go and do things where now that's not.
You're
a
just
thing
trying to stay
anymore.
healthy.
Right.
You know?
Right.
No one get hurt.
Right.
Hey, you're a
Right.
shortstop. You want to pitch?
Yeah,
You're not
just-
wasting guys.
You try to work different things in, and you still, prolong the game a little bit. But the inevitable is what ends up happening. And
Yeah.
I think that's kind of changed. Where, like you said, some of the younger Waconia kids really getting more active. I think that some of the neighboring areas are starting to bring in. I think some of the younger kids hopefully are really starting to understand like what our generation has really brought to the table and the
Yeah.
excitement
And
and,
before
and the
us.
competitiveness. Yeah,
Long
for sure.
before
Before
Yeah.
us.
Oh God.
That's where it's like you just hope that that's sticking around. And I really think it is.
My worry a little bit, I don't know if you guys see that, YA. I know you've said it at Hamburg. My worry is when we hand the baton over, do these people understand how much bullshit goes in behind the scenes? I worry that it's just not, because they're going to find out how much work goes in and they're going to say, well, why would I do that?
I mean, I don't even realize it. Like, we have whiskey over there.
Yeah, you guys have
I
some
mean,
great
they
bullpens
take
that do
care of it too. And now, like, we're hosting regions this year, and you guys just had it last year.
Yeah.
Clint, you guys have had state tournaments, so you know the work that
What it
goes
takes.
into all that. But we just met on Sunday, and whiskey's like, you guys are going to be needed a lot this summer.
Yeah.
Like, I just giving you a
Yeah.
heads up now. And
No
don't make
weddings,
plans. Yeah.
no weddings, and no
Oh.
vacations.
Yeah.
You're
It's
here.
like, you're
Otherwise,
gonna be
tell
here.
me now because your playing time might change.
Yeah.
Because it's a thing where it's
Absolutely.
because you always know how it is. You get your 6 guys there,
Yep.
and it's like, yeah, we can get by, but I also have a family too that I'd like to get home to. And
Oh, it turns you against each other. Like, there's nights where you're like, this kid didn't show up here, and he didn't show up yesterday morning, and he's still not showing up. And I may have been one of those one day, but those days turn you away from other people. You're like, oh, screw this dude. He doesn't realize how much time and effort we put in. Yeah.
Well, you're not.
Hopefully you're not that guy.
Well, 5 years ago, I didn't realize. I was 22, 23,
Just
whatever,
feeling
and I didn't realize what all went into it. But now,
Right.
like, as I'm older,
So watch the guy in your team in early August takes that knee injury and can't,
Yeah.
I can't help out my knee.
yeah.
Well, Rock Whitaker tore his labrum.
Yeah.
Yeah,
surgery,
whatever.
so he must have knew that.
Yeah, see, he
it's
knows
going to
that.
be a busy year. So
Yeah.
he's
He's-
sitting
Did
this
he
one
just get
out.
married?
Yeah, New Year's Eve,
Yeah.
When did he get surgery?
right after. He,
Oh,
he
smart.
made her through the wedding and then got the surgery.
Okay.
So
I was like,
Yeah, that's like Mary get on her insurance with the guy. There you go. That's like, man, yes.
Smart.
we're starting to make deductibles make sense.
Get that joint insurance thing going. Way to go, Rock. All right. So, but now, did you notice, like, with the split, the rivalry's getting better or different? Because I mean, you kind of had that one with Waconia. They're going to see why. But is there like a new rivalry you're seeing in B, or you guys seeing in C? Like maybe you had before, but now it's a stronger because we got these guys. They're up in B. They're not on our rivalry anymore.
I think for us, like in the C and some of the other teams, it's the only thing that I'm really nice about this year is C teams getting to essentially work with the B teams that we want to play. And it's not just like, hey, you're getting slotted with these games. Like last year, it was put on the schedule who you're going to play.
Right.
I hope that this year, by the teams selecting who they kind of want to play in those, will bring a little bit more intensity to some of those games. Because I will say that was used as a true exhibition type situation.
I would agree. I hated it.
I did.
And no, I'm saying that's what I didn't like about it, because it was like, okay, then it turned into kind of a mess at times, because you're trying to get guys work in
It's almost like a
because you
throwaway.
have so many. Yeah, it was because we had kind of a larger schedule, and I think most teams in C are probably around that 20 game mark. And when you do your league games and then throw in a couple of B games, you don't get opportunities to play any other non-league games like we used to.
Right.
And that turned into that, where I'm hoping this year it's a little bit different,
Yeah.
because you get to pick the teams you're playing, and that rivalry will be there.
Because I know last year we went to the lovely bride and I.
way.
Like she listens.
Yeah.
Like
Right.
she we went to Jordan to see the game you guys play against Jordan.
Oh yeah.
It's like the second inning, Coach Mike was there and everybody went, yep, my team's coming in to play you guys. Second inning, our asses up between our shoulders getting kicked. It's like, really?
Yeah. Right.
I drove out for this?
Right. And we actually, halfway through the game, we actually said that to Jerry.
Yeah.
It was like, we're driving 35 minutes one way and giving up 6 hours. Like,
yeah.
And it's the Jordan Brewers. They threw their guys and swung their
They made
guys.
you your
That's
pitch.
what-
And we threw 4 high schoolers.
too.
Yeah.
They just threw their dudes, and we were just trying to go get our work in.
Yeah.
See some good arms. But it's
Right.
like, Jesus.
Yeah.
These are bringing
Yeah.
it.
But to answer your question, maybe from our side, what did you think?
I think, I feel like a lot of the rivalries,
They didn't go away.
they didn't go away because they were already created.
Right.
And we just ended up being lucky enough to be in the
Just
same
still stay there.
Yeah.
class together.
I think Delano was fun.
Yeah.
I really
Delano was
enjoyed
fun.
Delano. But I miss some of the C games. I miss
Yeah.
like you would go to Glencoe and Glencoe was always feisty enough that it was always you never knew. Like you thought maybe you should win based on their lineup, but then they would fight and all of a sudden they'd sneak one out. Like you'd hear the radio would come up and be like, Glencoe beat Watertown last night or Glencoe beat YA. It's like, whoa, what the hell? How did that happen?
Then you get carried.
You're calling
away
who
with
that's sticking
mosquitoes
in
everywhere.
Or the lights go
Or
out.
the lights are not.
Then he went to K check for the funeral announcements when Dinah didn't play.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. But I miss those a little bit for sure.
I miss Cologne.
Yeah,
Cologne was fun when
for
Christian
sure.
was there. Back
How about
in
some of the
day,
stadiums too? Some of the C stadiums. Were kind
Yeah,
of
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, those going to those parks is like you go out to Broughton, you're middle of nowhere. Going to Hamburg. Hamburg's always fun to play.
Hamburg's great. Hamburg's is
awesome.
far. Green Isle is as far southwest as I want to go.
Yeah.
Brown, I'm sorry. I hope no one from Brown listens to this. Brown should join the New Ulm Conference and get the hell out of here. It is you driving to South Dakota to go play.
If we're playing on Sunday, I'll do it.
It is
But if we're
unbelievable.
going on like a Tuesday night.
Oh, I
I
gotta
think-
get in
I
an
think it's-
airplane and
I think
fly
it-
to Brown.
What becomes hard about it at times is like no family members want to go there.
Hell no, I don't blame
And
them.
that's where it's like that part of it too, where I feel bad for them because it's like don't bring a lot of fans, but yet also it's like, okay, so 7:30 game, you get home, you eat dinner, and it's like
2 a.m.
oh, it's 7:30, we haven't left yet, and that's
to give them credit, they have a great show out there, and it's a great field.
They've done
and they
a lot.
also are
They've
a
put a
decent
lot of
team
work
every year.
in.
But,
Yeah, they always seem to compete. They find
Yep.
ways. And
Yep. And I like
where
the
they
guys
get
out
their
there.
kids
Great
from.
guys.
Grant.
Yeah, Scotty Finberg.
they're
good
a bunch of good dudes. They
Yeah,
play
they are
the
good
game the
guys.
right way and they compete. And it's also that atmosphere of, again, just being able to know some guys. And
Well, that's not. You've been playing them for 15 years, but that doesn't take away the fact that it's Brookings, South Dakota. Anyway, we can move on from that.
Keep it in your passport.
Yeah.
Next year.
You still get the auto? Okay. No, because with Brown, like I said, we were there for the tournament games last year. We were there, camped the one weekend out there, so that saved on it.
You
For
did?
the state tournament.
Yeah, the state
Oh
tournament.
yeah, because you guys were running that booth. You guys were.
Yes, we were. We were running the C tournament out there. Yes, we
That's
were.
right. That's right. That's right.
We're providing coverage.
Be
Providing
careful. We can't talk about the state board then if you guys are.
Yes.
We can't bang them up too good.
Yeah, you can.
That was Andy. That was
We're
Andy.
going to deal with Broughton, and it'll be interesting because we do something similar, hopefully this year as well with the state.
Right.
And maybe the tournaments the weekends before.
We just kind of said, hey, we want to be out there. We want to push it on our podcast, and they did. We sat next to the guys from the radio station, kind of helped them out unofficially. Like, he's on the bullpen. It's number 18. Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Kind of unofficially, officially helped them.
Yeah,
But,
spotter.
Cool.
well,
you know, so it's kind of fun. And that's some nice guys there from the radio stations to do that. So that's kind of cool.
one thing I was going to say to kind of get back to some of the rivalry stuff, one of the things that Hamburg did last year, we did the ABC Jamboree.
Yeah, I like that.
I think that
That was kind of
everybody
fun.
that
I liked it.
participated in that was like, they're excited. We have a little bit of a difference just because some teams had some conflicts and stuff this year, but we were able to bring in a couple of different teams. So that's going to be really exciting. We got us in Plato at noon. We have Broughton and Watertown at 3 and Waconia and Delano for the nightcap.
Okay.
So,
That'll be good.
I think that'll be
You
another
guys played
fun
them last
day.
year,
And,
Yeah, we
Yeah.
played you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Played you the second
'Cause
game,
that-
right?
Yep,
So
second
Cologne
game.
and-
Yes.
and
we
Cologne
finished
and
it
Plato
great.
were the first
Cologne and
game.
Plato.
Yeah.
And then Watertown and Waconia, we got majority of the game in. It was a pretty great day otherwise. But it was fun. You could just tell it had that region atmosphere where,
Right.
people played and fans stayed.
all the
And
boys are in
It
the
was like a
same
class
arena.
reunion, though.
Yeah.
It was
yeah,
like a
it
class
was.
reunion
And,
weekend. It was
and that's
kinda
why
cool.
we wanted to do it again this year. And we're going to try to do it until teams,
They did it all
disinterested
too.
in it. But it's that had such a region vibe to
Yeah,
it.
it did.
Standing around, guys are in their uniforms yet,
Yep.
talking, watching games, just like this is what the CRVL is all about. Just because I think that it's probably more than a lot of other leagues where
Yeah.
guys go to games that are not your games, and you're like, oh, I'll go up to a ball game and
Right.
check it out. And,
Yeah, the guys who played the first game stayed and watched the next couple,
Right.
or got there early to watch if they were.
Yeah.
Were
playing
those
there.
just 7-inning games?
nope,
They were not.
they were 9-inning games. We
I think
had
that'll keep going.
two
That'll
umps. We had two umps, and we don't charge anything for the teams or anything. We take care of everything, and we just want to come and put it on. And
Does that eventually turn into a drinking competition tournament?
I
Like
think,
a softball
Can we
tournament.
get back in?
I think
How do we get our spot back?
I think we definitely have
We don't want YA,
a
actually.
questionnaire box we can throw in, and it would be something I think that would be kind of fun. Maybe some baseball Olympics afterwards.
I've
A
spent
nightcap would
I've
be.
spent a few nights under that overhang.
Yeah, we all have. So don't believe me, we've all slept at many parks already, or maybe that's just me. I don't know, but either way.
No, not me. No. So YA is hosting it this year for the state tournament.
Yep.
Region.
Or region tournament.
Yeah,
Region
yeah,
tournament, sorry.
District 7B officially.
You saw how it was done
Yeah,
last year.
That is a little
I
different.
don't like that.
At the
Region,
district
it's
thing,
fucking
It's gotta be
region.
district.
The district, I get that when Whiskey says that at the league meeting, I'm like, oh yeah, yep, okay, that's what they're calling it now. I don't think I'll ever get away from calling
No, I
anything
wouldn't either.
regions, but
So the work has already started, getting the field ready, get your calendar cleared.
Yeah, we got the infield resurfaced, or applied some egg lime and stuff, top the infield off, building the new visitors dugout.
That's right. I saw that.
I
We're gonna
think-
paint that thing jet black for you guys.
I was gonna say it's gotta be something.
Sun,
You know,
hammer
hey, it's
that
gonna get a
thing
little
and-
bit bigger, but it's just gonna get hotter now. You might as well built it out of
Little sun
concrete.
tanning
It's a little bit bigger, and then we're gonna do a half fence in front of it.
Oh, so lean fence.
So yep,
Oh,
so it's not right in your eyeballs.
So will you do a lean fence on your side too?
Not right now.
Okay.
Hopefully sometime.
Okay.
I suppose that probably protects a little bit over there. You have to put some netting up or
Yeah.
something if that would be the case to
I don't
protect
know,
the
dude.
building.
Something like
Bonnie's close.
Bonnie's very close.
Bonnie
There's some
and
that are really
Cologne-
close.
Cologne's really close too.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh,
Because
yeah.
I think Whiskey went over and measured from home plate to
It's like the
the
first
dugout,
spot.
and just to make sure like we're not doing anything crazy.
Yeah,
'cause,
yeah.
I mean, everybody's been there. It's tight.
You're
The
there.
nice thing is you're kind of tucked a little bit
Yeah.
back where you're not down the line a little bit more on a pulled ball
Just
because
gotta
maybe
pay
it is a little
attention.
closer.
Yeah, just pay attention. Keep your head on a swivel.
Right.
Yeah, I think the work started and just trying to figure out because they're taking away the games on Sunday of that final weekend. So there'll be, I think it's 2 less games. Did they talk about that?
Yeah,
think it was
I don't
2
know
less.
what B decided. I think you guys might have went the non-traditional way
I
where
think so.
it's the top team, the undefeated game essentially is now the championship game.
Yep.
And there's not going to be the losers bracket. Automatically will play for 3rd and 4th in the losers bracket, the last 2 teams.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking that B
Okay.
decided.
Okay.
C did decide to go the traditional way. And
So you win your way
we
back.
voted on that where you can win your way back. And the reason we did that is because of the fact that it's the 3 seed could win one more game to get into the 2 seed spot. We're not doing the if necessary. But I think that with C a little bit, some of the draft eligible, they said last year, it kind of got really slim pickings.
Yeah.
So even if you can win that game to get in there, it would be,
Yeah, because you got 9 teams, 3 bids. So
Yeah.
yes.
Yes.
so yeah,
Yeah.
so it's,
I think part of the reason, well, not part of the reason, but taking away that Sunday game, we're going to try to do, not for sure yet, but we're thinking of trying to do something at the pavilion after the draft with either a band or a DJ or
Oh, cool.
try to keep the teams around.
So
everybody do after
Do the draft
just-
on Saturday.
Yep, Saturday
Oh,
night.
good
and then
idea.
do,
That's a really
then
good idea.
hopefully
Reason
do
to bring
like a
everybody
band or
in
a
for that
DJ.
last
Yeah.
game afterwards. Because
Right.
if it probably falls right, the actual 3 and 4 game is going to be the last game
Right.
instead of the championship game will actually happen before
right.
the 3 and 4 game. So
Yeah.
Interesting.
the
Okay.
winner
Okay.
will the 1 and 2 seed will actually be there waiting to see who's going
I
to
like that. Last year, Mike Schultz was talking, or 2 years ago, Mike Schultz was throwing that idea to do
Yeah.
that instead.
Yeah.
Because we've all played in it. It sucks. Sunday afternoon at like 4 p.m. when you're like, dude, we've played for 4 straight days. We are gassed. We have no arms left.
And that's what it
It's
comes down
98
to.
degrees out.
And
And
we-
no one really cares if they're second or first at this point.
Yeah.
And we just played Play-Doh every single game at your
Yep.
guys' field
Yeah.
last year. I mean,
Yeah.
we played Play-Doh 3 times.
Yeah.
in
3 times
this
in 4 days.
year.
or
all
something.
right.
Yeah, it's like,
just
oh, you
unreal.
guys again.
Great.
And I love playing ball. It's great.
Yeah.
I love doing that. But like, it comes a point where it's like, okay.
Now for the state tournament, is B going to get the Monday game again? Do you know? Like last year?
So you're saying the
championship game?
Yeah.
I would say that's going to be the case for sure. I know in C there's no buys. I don't know if that's the case for B. If that's the way it was last year, did any teams get buys?
No, there were
First
buys.
round.
1 year.
So
district,
C
you
has
got
no buys
Yep.
in state. I know that this year. So that's I don't.
And I think
that's
state tournament's got an A, B, and C team, wholesale field, so C will be at the C field.
Yeah,
B-
and there
B-
actually is
A.
a fourth site now.
Yeah.
Yeah, for that first weekend for some of the odd games.
That's crazy.
And I think
Shakopee, I
that
think, is that the odd
Because we've put in for a couple bids.
for the odd
Yeah.
first weekend.
well,
Hopefully-
So is that going to be, because is next weekend or next year up north? Is this the one that's like?
It's Avon next year, I think.
Avon?
I think
So
it's yeah.
is the fourth site going to be same location, or are they doing it
I just
down
saw the
here
three
for like
teams.
the city
Oh.
teams?
So-
I think it has to be.
So
I
as
would
far
think
as
so
I
too,
know,
right?
like I don't know about next year, but I think 28 29.
They got the bids up for 29 this
Yeah,
year.
29 is the
So
bid.
so this year, so I know that Hamburg, Waconia, and Watertown and Chaska put one in,
Yeah.
but I know some of the other bids that went in. There's like down by Milroy, and then like
Sleepy Eye, Springfield. I think.
Oh,
Yeah.
and,
sweet.
and then Delano,
Tomahawk.
Delano
Yes.
put in
Yep.
for the fourth site there because
Wait, who?
Delano with them as the fourth site because that's where A is going to be.
Oh,
But also because I think that it's really become over the last couple of years having that site that's not in the same weather line where if you need to transition games later in the tournament
Right.
That is
compared
brilliant.
to it's so I think they're
It's the smartest
trying
thing
to
you've ever said.
transition
Yeah.
something over.
Well, you heard it
to
from
where-
somebody else.
Yeah.
I did. Well, I listened at the league meeting when we were talking about all the bids that went in and stuff because when the talk was when we put our bid in, there was not a whole lot. So I think some other teams just kind of threw some things together because
Yeah, 'cause
there was not many bids. It sounds like they're probably going to bid out 2. That's what Kirshner said at the meeting, even though last time when they did the bids up to this point, 7 different groups put in and they bid out all 7. So that's why there was this long stretch that happened here where all the state was decided. Now I think they're going to kind of break it up into, you never know. I don't know what the state board's
Yeah.
going to do now
Don't
that
try
there's
to think
now
that.
that there's 5
Yeah.
5 of them that put in. That's what they said, but sounds like that'll be out in October.
Now, okay, so that fourth site, I remember I talked to Josh Hendricks a couple years ago. I said, I was at the one game down here for state. It was New York Mills against Bemidji.
Yep.
I was the only non-family member there watching that game.
Right.
And I felt kind of bad for these guys. Like, you guys got to travel all the way down here. So would it be nice if like maybe a little northern, some of those smaller towns had that first weekend up north more to prevent travel? Would you guys be okay with that? Kind of like section, like, hey, you northern teams, you play your first games just against each other, maybe in St. Cloud or Duluth, you don't travel so far.
No, I don't think it's got to be set up with the bid packet that you go with. And I think part of that is that there's teams in the last 10 years that just don't really have an interest in wanting to put bids in again.
Well,
Because
I feel bad for them
it's a
coming
lot
out
of
for the
work.
10 a.m. game.
I do
So
too,
leave it
but
early. Now you got, I got bad feelings for that. I feel bad they got to drive down,
I get it.
get their lunch handed to them, and go back.
They've been driving for years, though.
And I think let's go up there. I'd be
It
for
would be
one.
fun.
I know like the following won't be as good because you get the casual fans
Correct.
to go.
You
to
ain't getting that. Up
everything.
More
no,
local
but I think it'd
places.
be
But
kind
now,
of fun,
okay,
like
like
a
I taught these guys
different
up there.
experience.
Hook up with a team like in New York Mills or Bluffton. Golf on Saturday,
Yeah,
baseball Sunday, and come home.
Yeah.
we used to do the Nimrod tournament.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know the
Yep,
Nimrod
I
tournament.
did that.
Yeah.
We had interesting times there. Yep.
It's another show. We don't do that type of show anymore. We can't talk
Yeah,
about
yeah, well, that was
We're
well,
done
so
with that. That's all.
That's on the
all
pay
we're
channel.
saying
We don't
about
do
That's
that
probably
here.
Nick Frank's last home run ever was a heck of a one, I'll tell you. Because I came up next and all I did was turn to the stands when the ladies were yelling out if you hit a home run what they're going to do. So, and he did. It was pretty epic. Me and the catcher just turned around and we're like, okay, well, all right. And they did. But, oh, yeah, that's what it was all about.
Yeah.
Crashed the wedding. That happened.
We're not doing that in water.
No. The argument of going north though is so hard for me because we have all been able to be around a state tournament that's been in like Chaska, Waconia, local, and
Yep.
just say local, New Prague even arguably, and it's packed. It's absolutely packed, and it would just suck. It would.
You got to
I
have
think
the-
if that year you guys make
Yeah.
the state final and you're like, okay, we're playing in front of 200 people.
You got to have
Two hundred people.
the other thing is you got to have a facility that's able to
Hold.
take
Yeah,
on
hold it,
people, and it just there's a lot of nice parks up there, but
Absolutely.
you need to have a certain grandstand and an occupancy that you're able to meet. And
What about
I just think
hotels
that's
and
part of
shit,
it.
you know? Well, and how spread out some
Right.
of those are. Like you
Yeah.
might have a nice field 40 miles away from
You feel like the old
So-
Bucks
And-
leagues and the minors, you stay at the other team's house. Stay around.
Yeah.
And-
those
and-
families.
The first baseman keeps the first baseman at his house, you know.
Lodging is for sure part of it too, where it comes into teams that come down. You got to be able to have something around them. Otherwise, I do think that deters a lot of different things apart from it. Where,
That random site not being close is actually a brilliant maneuver.
well, I think
Yeah.
That is
that
good.
all came from when everything was down in Southeast,
St. Peter?
Faribault,
Or Faribault, yep.
Faribault and
Dundas.
Dundas and all that.
Yeah.
When Waconia got called and they're like,
Yeah.
hey, can you cut the lawn and put things together here? And then they ended up having, I think, 3 games that day
Yeah,
because they got flooded out. I mean,
Yeah.
it just shows that is probably the right thing to do to get
Yeah.
something else.
Have someone on standby. That's a good call. That's a good
And that's
call.
kind of why we wanted to, Watertown was interested and why we wanted to go, because I think that a lot of weather travels down 212
Yep.
and doesn't rain in Watertown when it rains in Hamburg. I mean,
Yeah.
This is a random anecdote to throw this out. We talked one of the region tournaments. Actually, it might date all the way back to the last time you guys had it. How much money does the region bring in? I don't know. I don't know this. But can we buy a field tarp? And at regions that we field tarp the field every night.
Yeah.
So
And
we
it
can-
just travels.
it's a traveling tarp.
Traveling field tarp.
It's like the
So we
travel-
always
I don't
can
think
play.
the CRVL checkbook could probably do that, so we'd have to work out some
Yeah.
raising. But
Yeah, I mean, awesome.
the CRVL does have a logo now, as
Well,
far as that goes.
I saw
is-
that Brad said
That's
something,
that's
yeah.
brand new this year,
That's kinda
and that'll be something that I think all the teams are going to get out and be able to put on their apparel with
Okay,
their
cool.
team logo. So it's actually a pretty sweet logo. So that's something that's kind of neat.
I'm
That's a
gonna
little
bite
little
my
teaser
tongue.
part.
I'm
And
gonna bite
Have
my
you seen
tongue.
it?
I've
You
seen
got
it. I've seen it.
you don't like it?
I'm gonna bite my tongue because I think Brad and Jared might have been a part of it.
They were the ones that did it. They were the ones that did it, I'm sure.
So
But
I
I
hope
was
at
just
this
gonna
point
say-
they've stopped
but hey,
listening.
I was
know
saying,
what?
Jared, how dare you say something like that?
I have it somewhere. I'll find it. Let's keep talking.
I think it's a creative idea, and I think that it's something that
Oh, I
sets us
agree with
apart because they were talking about when you put stuff in the, because obviously we have a good showing in state from our classes that it's nice because you can have that in the book now when it's going to us, and it's like, oh, that's CRVL, and
Yeah, I like it. I like it because even the NBA stuff makes it on our jerseys.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys do, but I think it's cool.
Yeah.
I think it's a really cool
helps
gesture.
us
and a
stand
good idea.
apart. We like Alex said, we're the best league out there. And
Yeah.
Sending
we're willing to
7
put
teams
that
to
up
the
against it.
state between B and C. You're sending 7 teams.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Wow,
That's
recognition.
true.
Right.
That's a
And a
really
lot
good
of
point.
those teams
The
end up
logo
making
patch,
it
whatever.
making it to the
Street
last
cred.
weekends.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Winning
not just
games.
one and
Right.
done, and because we bring fans, it's because the quality of baseball that happens.
Yeah.
And,
Teams win.
and it's not really, it's kind of a fun thing. We see the brackets go, ooh, for fun, you go, oh, it could be a Crow River championship. No, it really could be a Crow River championship.
Yep.
Yeah.
You're just saying, oh, look, we spaced out just right.
Yep.
No, it really could be.
Absolutely.
I believe you guys played. Didn't you guys play a Crow team last year? 2 years
Delano.
ago? Delano. Yeah.
Delano, yep.
Yeah.
And they just took it to us.
Yeah.
Just kicked our ass.
Boy, they played so
They
well.
could. They were raking.
They had kids who couldn't hit water if they fell out of a boat in like the season end region, and then a few of them just
hitting
raked.
curveballs 400 feet.
Oh
from
my
after
God.
flipping the shit out of it. So
And
oh
both-
my
Their
God.
draft picks definitely, I think, came into play on that a little
Yeah.
bit as well.
Yeah.
But that's
Cup afterwards.
the important
But that's
stuff.
the beauty of it.
That's
the
a
beauty
part of it, and I
Yep.
think that's cool that's not a part of the list that you got is rules.
Right,
No,
yeah.
that is part of it.
Because I'm sure that's something where a lot of people
I
say
didn't put
that
that
you
page up.
should not be able to throw guys in the first weekend, and that would be an interesting.
That would be an interesting argument that I don't think I hate. The reason I like it is because I've gotten to be so close with a lot of the guys in the league because of it.
Yeah.
Because
Well,
you
it's fun. You go against someone all year.
and then you get to sit in the dugout with them.
You
or
hang
like,
out with them.
Yeah,
Right.
you end up spending the nights with
I'm
them.
like, man, I'm happy he's on my team now.
That's
Yeah.
a lot of-
Like,
that's a lot of
you all day, buddy.
That's a lot of fan chatter though in the stands is they shouldn't have the draftees this first weekend. They shouldn't pitch them the first
It's an
weekend.
interesting argument. It
I
really
think
is.
because a lot of it just gets back to, hey, you got here. You
Like, are
should
good
have
enough to
you
be-
should have a 1, 2, or 3 that's able to either come out of the pen, start the game, and do the job to be able to get you to the next game,
Right.
theoretically. But
It's interesting.
it's
What do you think?
I say keep it.
The way it is.
Keep it the way it is.
I think so,
don't
too.
mess with it.
we
But I
don't,
like-
we don't need to try to manipulate teams more than we do
Yeah,
already.
no
It's
shit.
just
If you
that.
end up getting a stud out of the draft,
You earned it.
that's. I mean, we took Dent first, and Delano took Hunter. We
Yep.
beat Delano and
Right.
districts. Like we could have taken him, and they
We always
could have
go
had
back.
that. It
And they're
could have
both
been-
good. Jackson
They're both
just
good.
got
It's-
hot.
Jackson
Yeah.
was just
You
dealing.
go back, does Plato win state if Tony
Right.
can't pitch the first weekend?
Right.
Right. Yep.
Right.
You know,
I mean,
so
yeah.
it can affect outcomes down the road, but I think that it's a part of the game. We don't need to mess with that.
Yeah.
There's other things that are coming into play that are trying to
They're more
manipulate
important
things.
than
Yeah.
Yeah, let's.
It also makes an interesting manager decision on that first weekend. Are you going to throw your guys, or are you going to piss off some of your locals and throw a draftee?
that. Right.
That's a hard.
It
And,
is.
and the hard
It
part
is,
is when they
yeah.
come out of the pen
It
and they
is.
got to come into a tough situation.
Yep.
And then all of a
Yep.
sudden, you know, obviously it's not the intention, but things go south.
Right.
And it's like,
Right. And then you're like, I've been on the mound before, and all summer or all my life, I can feel super, super confident and like kind of have that like quiet arrogance or that confidence. But all of a sudden you're throwing with new guys and you're like, I don't want to piss them off. I don't want to F this up. And now you're throwing way different. It's
I don't want to
It's
tell
fun.
people where to play in the field where
Yeah,
when
right,
Pat Tscheda's
right.
on the mound, he can turn around and be like, over there. You know, it's
Or you
just like,
well, it's
Well, I'm
like,
like, dude, come on. I've been playing against this guy for 13
Yeah.
years. He doesn't hit it there.
yeah, he's going to hit the ball. He's going to
Trust
pull
me.
the ball. That's the way it's going to be.
he turns the outfielders. Come on in, boys.
Yeah.
Now, I did print this off after work today, not at work. Of course, after work. I printed it. From the state site. 2026 NBA approved rule changes.
Yeah, go for it.
So this is in effect.
Additional options to consider.
Did you say approved rule change? That's what the first.
That's what I'm saying. So this is in effect this
Approved
year.
rule changes.
No,
You guys would have known about it.
I don't know what it is yet, but I have to feel like we're breaking news right now.
Yeah. This
Yeah, sorry, 2026. My Minnetonka Public School Education, public school says NBA approved rule changes.
Okay.
All right.
See what it is.
Article 15, playing rules. One of the sections under here. Additional options to consider. So it's under rule changes, but it's an option to consider. So I don't know what that means. If that's they might try it the
Maybe
first
It
week.
depends on what team it is.
Try it in the B
Yeah,
against C
yeah.
games or something like that. I don't know. Extra innings. One of the options is use the Major League Baseball rule: last batter, previous inning, second base, 0 outs. The shootout mode, which we talked about. This is bizarre. This is crazy. Yeah.
This is next level.
Runner 1, runner 2, 0 outs. Every batter starts.
There's a run- so there's a runner on first and a runner
Yeah.
on second.
Every
Zero
batter
outs.
starts the 2-2 count. Last 2 outs of the previous inning are second base and first base. Third base, or the third out, first base, second
Yeah,
base.
yeah, yeah.
So there's that option. Then they have the Frontier League rule.
And wait, what was the first? That's
Rule
just
2 was a
play each
shootout.
inning? I thought we
Shootout.
decided that on shootout, if you get them out, you're out.
That's the Federal League one.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Or Frontier League. I'm sorry, Frontier League.
Sorry, okay.
The 10th inning was the current Major League Baseball rules. The 11th inning would be a plate meeting. Home team would get to pick if they want either offense or defense. They would start with a runner at first, and it would be they either get 3 outs, or if the run scores, they win. So it's half an inning. You feel lucky enough going, give me a guy at first, and we'll go from there. We'll get them to score.
What?
Or do you want to be on defense and let them start with the guy on first?
And
What
you
is
pick your lineup, right? So you start wherever you
I
want.
think it's the
kinda
last
like
out
order.
is first, and then you
Okay.
Oh,
continue
Okay,
from
so
there.
you still do go
Yeah.
through your lineups.
Yeah.
That-
But what if you had a guy who's fast on first? But what are the percentages? You've probably looked at this for coaching. When a guy gets on first base with nobody out, what are the percentages that he scores?
It's still not that high.
I agree.
don't
So
know
you gotta
exactly
pick
what it is,
pitching
but
every time,
yeah,
right?
You have to.
So
Because you could get a double play right off the bat. Happy days. 1 pitch, 2 outs.
Right, and a hitter only can hit. A great hitter hits 350. I mean, obviously in the Crow, we've had guys hit above that, but 350, and the percentage of you scoring with a guy at first is not that high.
Well, and it's also the percentage of that
So
is
throw.
where you are in your lineup, because
Pitch
there
every
might,
time.
there might be 1 or 2 guys that are,
And again,
are
it's
that
the
potent to do
11th inning
things.
now. So you just went through the 10th. It's the 11th inning now.
So the 10th inning is guy on second
Is-
base.
is Major League Baseball.
rules.
Now there is, I guess, the element of like walks. If your guy's tired, if the guy's been thrown for a
Okay,
while.
that's the thing. If it's an extra inning, do you put a fresh pitcher in for that 11th inning? Or do you let the guy from the 10th go?
Everyone just needs to have someone in the stable that just throws
None of
gas,
us.
and then you always pick defense.
None of us have a guy anymore.
You have that Rob
Buddha.
Dibble in the
Everyone
bullpen.
needs a
that's
Buddha.
No one has
Buddha.
Buddha anymore.
And he just mows them down.
So is it 3 outs or run scores, whatever happens first?
Yep.
Yeah, correct.
Half inning.
And
You
so this
decide whichever you
is
want.
something that's an option that's given.
It says
to-
option to consider under the approved rules.
So you essentially get late in the game into the 11th. You can use one of these.
You can
rather
say,
than-
hey,
we
no
don't
way.
play.
I
This
feel
has
like
to
the
be
league,
determined.
the
The league's
league's
gonna have
got
to
to
determine.
determine which one is an
Well, if it's a
option,
Sunday,
right?
if it's a Tuesday night game, you want to
Because-
keep going. You want to do this rule and call it. If it's a Sunday afternoon game, oh, we'll play the 11th inning. Screw it,
I
too.
feel like that needs to be
Right.
established before the game.
Oh, right, 'cause
Other
this is
thing
too
too,
bad.
because it's like, oh man, our guy that was in our closer, he
He's
blew
tired.
it, and now he's
Yeah.
on his third inning, and we have, fifth guy on the bench coming out that
Correct.
hasn't thrown.
Correct.
yet.
First up
Yeah,
is
yeah,
Gardner
option
running
out.
it first. No, we don't want that. No, no.
Changing the rules mid-inning.
Yeah,
and I'm
no,
sure
there's
if
no
this
way.
thing too, you could probably pinch run a guy
Yeah,
in
the-
this situation to take over that guy's position
That's
rather
true.
than just doing the last out, which also would be, kind of
Dude, this is
Interesting.
no way.
Now you got to be your pitch runner. Could it be a pitcher who got? Okay, say you were pitching already. You're pulled.
Yeah.
Can you go back into pinch run now in the 11th?
Oh, yeah.
I think you still would have to follow the rules where you could re-enter for that
Your
guy
spot.
Yeah.
if that guy happens to be the runner.
Yeah.
You're not going to get into something like that where all of a sudden the floodgates open and anybody can come out and do their
Some
thing.
banana ball. We'll
Yeah,
think of something like that.
So, yeah, no shit.
I think at
There's
this
no-
starting
That's option.
it's
That's
approved.
actually option D. No.
Yeah.
So none of this is approved. The approved thing is.
Yeah, this was under additional options to
Yeah,
consider.
okay, so
so
that's
they
not
proved that.
approved,
okay.
So this is stuff to kick it around.
Yeah.
I don't know if they'll try it in like the B against C games. They go, hey, you guys want to play with this? You have? I don't know.
Yeah.
Be something to kick around.
That would be wild. if
Maybe we
games
got to
come
do that
down
at the
to
Jamboree.
I think you.
Jamboree,
Every
that's what we're
inning,
going to do.
yeah,
Every
every
inning. We'll be over real
You win
quick.
the inning. If
You
the
win
run
the-
scores,
yeah.
you get a run.
Correct.
Yeah,
So
we're
you
playing
get
match play here. We got 9 innings. We'll do match play. Whoever
Actually,
does it.
him telling that thing, I want to implement this in my high school practices.
But then you got
Like
guys over
you
the.
and a guy.
I think it's a
choose, do you want
situational.
to throw against him or hit against him, and loser has this. Or
I think it's a
Yeah.
learning
Loser runs
tool
laps.
as
Yeah.
far as
Yeah,
like a
put a little-
situational thing.
what it
that you
said.
do.
And can you
Yeah,
imagine the
I
side
think
bets
that's-
going on the side if this happens?
Oh gosh.
Okay, that brings up a good point. We need a sports book for the CRVL. You have one.
No, but
Is that
I've
your
been
burner?
saying-
You
no,
have
I don't
one?
have one. But I've said that too. I said we got to get something going.
Or like
for
a fantasy
regions.
league,
Someone's
yeah.
just taking.
There's
bets.
gotta
You
be-
guys do fantasy.
fantasy.
You guys
Oh
do
yeah, we
fantasy.
did the
This is
region,
yeah.
tournament
Yeah.
fantasy. That's fun.
That,
Ooh,
that-
that
that's
would be
something that would be people probably would pay big bucks to get in
Uh-huh.
something like
Yeah.
that. Even if you got to do like a draft to see who's even get to be eligible.
Yeah.
to do
The draft later after the draft.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's what you do at the pavilion. Have a draft for the fantasy team.
The fantasy
Well,
draft.
what do they call that? A Calcutta? Where
Yeah.
you are bidding on
Yeah,
a team.
for sure.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean that's where you could have outsiders that don't get to be a part of the fantasy draft be like, Alex's team is definitely going to win.
Yeah.
I'll buy their team for $100.
Oh, that would be
Yeah.
elite.
300.
We could run this illegal gambling through sports. It's on
Yeah.
fire.
That's a great idea, Jared. Way to think.
Yeah.
Wow.
That'd be really fun. How do you start a sports book? Get a
I-
VPN out of here.
Kip Koval.
Have a good one.
Hey, I actually was going to bring him up earlier when we talked about the CRVL.
Yes.
And how I think it's an elite group of people, not only off the field, but definitely talent on the field. And it's had a historic run. Kip Kovar is also a huge reason for that.
Yes.
Dude, we have live averages on a sheet of paper every week. There's like some small minor leagues that don't even get that coverage.
Right.
Yeah.
Like you at all times know there's a write-up, a you name it. It's
Well, you look at
God, it's cool.
the paper he has every week. You look at it, but he's every article.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's not like a group of no. He is every article
Right.
on there.
right.
That's
It's
God bless his
Probably
It
wife.
is impressive.
not
Like,
near enough
God
appreciation.
bless his
for
wife who
that.
lets him have the summer to do it.
I know
Yeah.
people like to ride him. Like I think does YA ride him? You guys ride him? a
We,
little bit?
I think we've gotten maybe a little. I know I have. I've been a little nicer to him, but I know I think we've gotten a little better.
yeah, and I think that's
was-
all in part of the fun.
It was all-
You know,
yeah,
like
it was
Kip,
all-
you're riding this team.
But
God
that-
bless
but
it.
people always used to joke that I would have a picture in there and
Yeah,
it wouldn't
yeah.
get a hit or something
Right.
like that.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
It's-
I mean, he
it's-
does an amazing job.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
it's
does a
really
ton
cool.
for the league.
it's definitely something that I don't know of any other leagues that
No,
have something
no.
like that.
Especially with a newspaper. I
Dude, a
we
weekly-
got that thing sitting at the
I mean,
ballpark
yeah.
every week.
How many
Yes.
how many times towards the end of the season do people go on X and it's like, okay, what happened in that other game?
Correct.
We
If you're
don't have
flexible to
them.
Kip's feet,
You know,
and
you're
yeah.
going there to refresh and
Yeah,
you're like, all
absolutely.
right, they're gonna they're gonna go down
Yep.
or whatever. And
And just for him to keep that going, because I still have seen newspaper articles from like when my dad and uncle were playing like back in the 90s. So like that's been a thing.
So someone's been doing it.
Someone's
So the Herald Journal or
been
whatever,
doing
yeah.
it. I mean, I don't know who, but there's
That's really cool.
I feel like I've seen the paper since I've been to town team games.
I mean, it's
really
a
cool.
long time. Then to keep it going, it's pretty sweet.
And it's just amazing that's the same guy writing every story.
Now,
Kip
yeah.
Olsen.
Now,
Now
he's-
Kip's written all those
And
stories.
he does high school and he does it. It's wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does more than just baseball too. That's the thing. He does everything
Like,
sleep.
I don't know if he does.
in the winter. He's like
Maybe
very
AI
hydrated in the winter.
hibernates and he's good.
Maybe AI will make it better for him. Make it
Yeah,
easier for him.
easier. I mean, just to be able to have some information you can put in on some of those things, because we go back to some of those games. Where
If
it's
the
like,
grammar's correct,
not a
you
whole
know it's
lot to
AI.
even say about those games
Right.
that happened.
Correct. Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, and he's quick with it too. I mean, you'll be watch a game and they'll start, what happened? I'll just check the game I'm at, and he's there. What did I
Oh yeah.
miss?
Oh yeah. He's
you
pretty
run to
easy.
the bathroom and score change. You're like, oh, it was a double and then a walk, a double,
Yeah,
and a run or something.
Yeah.
Kip, one thing if you're listening, give us the starting pitchers though for at the beginning of the game. Just,
There it is.
Just one.
There's
one
the
That's a YA guy.
One little,
What a helpful hint.
Wow.
If you could get them the day before too, that would
Yeah,
be
you know what?
Maybe the probables, the lineups, and matchups.
What
do they work
for the weekend?
especially for when we get the sports betting going, it's gonna make a big deal.
That'll determine a lot.
Yeah.
Just saying. No pressure.
Anyways, no.
We'll just name the trophy after you at the end of the year. The Kip Kovar Trophy for our fantasy booking.
Yep.
Here you go. Now let's sidetrack here and tell us a little bit about the lab, Mr. Tschida.
Yeah. So the lab, the napkin idea that I've had for a few years was to create a baseball and softball hitting, lifting, throwing complex, not in the cities. I've seen so many guys, and Logelin here too, coaches over at Laconia. Well, and now Kitty coaches over at Norwood or helps out. And I've just been seeing so many guys leave, or kids, girls, boys, leave communities and drive into Chaska, Chan, Eden Prairie, Minneapolis, Plymouth. And they're going to pay big money to drive in. So they're driving 35 minutes one way to work for an hour, drop a boatload of money, and then drive back out. And I've also been to those facilities and been a part of them. And I don't know that they're getting that much money worth of what they're driving to. And so I wanted to provide an opportunity. This is built more like a Snap Fitness or an Anytime Fitness, where you and your dad, I envision little Johnny comes home from school. You guys have a membership. Little Johnny comes home from school, walks in the kitchen and says, Dad, I want to go hit at the lab tonight. He jumps on the app, looks at an open time. Hey, 7:15, it's open. Let's drive up. We'll use the lab. I'll get a lift in while you're hitting off the auto pitching machine. Little Susie can sit on the couch and watch Zootopia 2. And it's a family event. And I just want it close to home. I want to provide a all-encompassing facility for Laconia, Delano, Watertown, and these high school kids can drive over here and make it their own.
Now, is that a family membership he gets for?
So there's
Daddy and
multiple
son?
different options. Yep, you can do a family membership, but if the dad's not like working out or anything, typically he's just
Sitting on the couch playing
yeah.
on his phone.
He's just bunched into the kids membership.
Maybe
But
setting balls on the tee for them.
yeah, absolutely, and that's what we want. We want kids playing catch with their moms and dads, boys and girls, being around it, being around the game, getting excited about it. I mean, one of the biggest things I think, and you guys probably preach it, is every kid thinks just being at high school practice is enough for their swings, their work, etc. But
Not even.
Not enough,
exactly,
not enough kids are getting outside and playing baseball in their backyard.
right,
Yeah.
and
Or
that's
doing any
football.
of that type
right.
stuff
With
that we
football,
did
right.
when we grew up. I mean, it's
Right. And so just being around the game, differentiating. And then also the other day I walked in and 8 of the high school kids were sitting here watching a wrestling match, which is awesome. This now provides a way for them to hang out. It's a new,
Yep.
it's a new
good,
location.
safe place.
Right.
Smart choices.
Absolutely. And, it's a sense of community. It's like almost a country club for baseball and softball is kind of what I
Right.
Are you doing any lessons or anything like that at some point?
Yeah, good question. Thanks, Clint. Yeah, so I run some private lessons out of here, which I'm very excited about. A little worried about because I don't want my life to be encompassed by late night lessons, especially with my day job and especially with my high school coaching, and because I won't give up the dream playing town team. So
We're all with you. That's why we're
here. But I do some private lessons. We have some softball coaches that do private lessons. We have a new coach that might be interested in doing some private lessons here, Alex Logelin. So it's kind of a easy lead in tonight for hosting him here at the lab. So yes, we're continuing to grow. We opened February 1st with like a quick open house, and things have been growing since then. The weight room area is continuing to grow. We'll have a cable machine. We'll have some treadmills. Just ever changing. Trying to give options with TVs are always on if you want to watch a sporting event while you're working out or hitting.
And I'm sure one of the things that you want to get to too with some of the training is like like we were talking earlier, it's focusing on what that kid needs and not just an overall blanket of going to a camp.
Correct.
I mean, that's probably the biggest thing all of us see at the high school level is just what does this kid particularly need to work on for their abilities that they're able to do, and not just go to something where we're expecting to hit home runs and this kid can hit singles and run the bases.
Exactly.
You know, he's not getting as much out of the tools that he has to offer.
Yep, exactly. And that's what's nice about being able to do individual hands-on is you can start from ground level, see the swing, see where the breakdowns are, work on their mechanics, all the above. Yeah. So it's great. Being one-on-one is awesome. I just knowing the ability to also have a relationship and live your life. I can't do 4 to 10 p.m. each night private lessons, but I love it. I absolutely love it. I'm excited about it. I hope people reach out. I hope if anyone's listening, they go to the labwatertown.net and check it out. There's memberships on there. If they have questions, they want a tour, etc. But I hope it grows. I hope it. Honestly, I kind of went into it hoping that we just break even each month. I wish this was in my backyard. I wish I could have just owned this and kids can come and go as they please and I don't have to worry about paying rent. I just wish it would, it was everyone's safe haven. They talk about the lab, they wear the lab gear. It's the place where they hang out.
So you have those late night private lessons. A lady partner might kick your butt out and have you live up here. So you never know.
Exactly.
So it might be your house. It might be your backyard.
Well, there's a couch up here, but
Now the location. Where is the location from the Watertown field?
it couldn't be any more convenient. Actually, if you were to hit a Clint Aretz or Alex Logelin type home run into right field.
3 times.
Yeah, in the right field of Highland Park on Highway 25. It is located right in right field of Highland Park. We have a brand new glass garage door. So actually when the sun is up and it's summer, you'll be able to watch the game directly from the treadmill or the weight room that you'll be working out in at.
Do some running outside.
Yeah, we've even said like maybe pregame Devils hitting. We don't even do it in our cages up there. We just do it here. We
So it would be closed to the opposing team.
Yeah.
That's the only time you have a members only. I don't care if you're a member or not.
We talked
Come in and
about
reserve some time.
Yeah.
Take notes for next year.
Absolutely. We talked about if we did get that bid, one of those bids in 29, whether it's with Laconia or Delano or whoever, that instead of having a host site where they go hit somewhere at field, they could just hit here.
For a small fee.
Yeah, right. Of course. Everything costs money. That's right. But anyway, enough about the lab.
No.
But tell all your friends and tell everybody you know. Yeah.
Tell your friends.
Yeah.
Tell your neighbors.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a nice location, nice little setup, new and clean.
Yeah.
So it's not like it was took it over from somebody else and you're repainting their stuff.
Yeah, a rackety warehouse. No, it's really been cool. It's really been cool. And you really, being a new business owner, quote unquote, you find out how expensive shit is. Oh my God. Man, oh man, how do people do it? Especially in this state.
Donations are welcome as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah, we'll set up a Venmo
But
account.
you know what, though? I think that it's pretty cool just to have the option because you get those guys that are committed and want to be committed.
Yeah.
And being able to have something where they can run to that's local is almost like, why not?
Yeah, that's what it's getting to. And I mean, I think about, I don't know if you went anywhere in high school or you did, but I think about if I had this for when I was growing up in middle school and high school.
Oh.
In the summer, I could bike up here. And when I'm in high school, I could drive here. I mean, I would have been here every night.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Not a
Well,
question.
and the college kids in this area here,
Exactly.
when you come back for break, I know I had that problem is there was nowhere.
Nothing to do. You're
And
trying to
so
work
you had
on
to
it.
go to Chan and then you had to pay to try to sneak in because all their club guys were going there. So
Yeah.
it's like, this is perfect
And you didn't
for
wanna-
winter break. And
You didn't want to show up those guys going in.
no, I
Yes.
didn't want to pay to go
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
So I just, it's like, you're always looking
Yeah.
for a place to go. And now you got something
Well, and then they can live.
easy
They can-
access.
Well, like I said, a good I hate to say hangout for you, but a good place where you can just go
Yeah.
and be.
Any Crown College ball players getting in some extra work?
That's a really good question. I have not. I did send a little
Off-season stuff.
Yeah, I sent a little snippet to all the head coaches around the area, baseball and softball, just to give them a little kind of like how-to video of the facility. And I think it'll just take time. I think word of mouth. I think visuals. I think.
I mean, I think you're in a pretty great spot for being since February.
Yeah.
I mean, to have the setup that you have already is pretty amazing right now. And obviously more usage, more ideas, people saying, hey, if you get this, I will use it.
Correct.
That's
That's the big
going to
thing.
drive some of the things that are necessary for getting better.
And the time of year to start was perfect, February. So I can start it in October.
We wanted to start in like November, December, so I could get some of those early season kids. But what I'm noticing is the youth really doesn't start even thinking about summer baseball until like right now.
Yeah.
Which is crazy because it's way closer than they think.
Well, high school sports, some of that stuff just ended, a couple weeks ago, and for some of them, and
Wrestlers. Did you wrestle?
Heck yeah.
Man, dude, wrestling is a never-ending sport. Those
Yeah.
kids wrestle from like
Forever.
August until May.
It's a
like,
horrible season. I mean,
my God.
plus it's like if you're
brutal.
one of those guys that doesn't get to eat and do all
I know,
that
the
stuff
youth
and
kids-
whatnot, you're like,
I look
man,
at
why
some-
are you so angry? Is it because the winter?
I look at some of these youth kids that are just stud athletes, and I'm like, unfortunately, I think you're going to be a runt your whole life because for 9 months of the year you don't get to eat.
Yeah.
And
I
I'm
think
being dramatic.
that culture's changed a little bit, like the shift of the cutting weight
Yeah.
and the just working yourself down.
Yeah,
Now
now a
it's
sweatsuit all day.
Yeah, I think now it's more emphasis on like the wrestling. At least when I was in high school, it was starting to kind of change.
Yeah.
Less cutting weight, and everyone was more just
You
you're
are who-
wrestling closer to your natural weight, and
Yeah.
you're
You
wrestling
are who
better
you
because you're
are.
healthy.
Correct. You're
Not draining yourself.
Your
And
cheeks are. What did you wrestle at in high school?
170.
You did. You were 170.
Yeah, I didn't cut any weight.
I was going to
right
say
down
that's probably got to
170.
be something pretty comfortable.
It was.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was 2 pounds.
I was 170 in 5th grade.
I weighed like 240 in like 6th grade. So yeah, I did. Yeah. So
All right, that's all I got. You got anything you want to add?
When's the season kickoff, boys? The exhibition.
When is our schedule coming out, sir?
Schedules?
I don't know when.
I thought we were going to
Check the
drop
social
it on
media.
us here
A lot
today.
of teams
Hey,
are dropping
No,
them
no.
statewide. We're seeing lots of schedules on
I'm
there.
kind of piecing the Watertown one together by seeing everybody else's
Everyone
schedule and their
else is- yeah,
plan.
That's what Rocco
we,
says.
well, I know, March 16th was the CRVL league meeting to finalize the schedule. Some teams got it out beforehand, but that's where, we finalized some things. And I know
Yeah.
Hamburg's first game is against Watertown.
Oh, it is? Okay.
It is.
Breaking news.
Yeah.
It is.
I
I think
got
it's
Get that one on the
A
camera.
lot of other things on the plate right now.
May 5th, I think. And,
Okay.
and our first game is actually the 25th of April.
Yep.
Do you know?
Ours?
Yeah.
I think we're May 3rd. It's that Sunday. It's the first Sunday in May, and we are hosting Chaska.
The
I
week before
believe.
Mother's Day.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
a lot
week
of
before
teams,
Mother's Day.
because of the fact now that
We
B
don't
and C
start,
line up with the last week, not either class having the 2 out of 3 series anymore. That pushes the week of July 26th. There's actually projected right now to have that week to have a crossover week where all the seeds from the C class and the B class. So like the 1B team will play the 1C team.
Oh,
And
interesting.
the 2B team will play the 2C team. It is an option because that's essentially you don't start until the following Thursday.
Yeah.
So it's not that you have that 10 days or
Right.
11 days off. It's the option of throwing that in for teams that want to get a game in just to get some reps. So that
Is
we're
it
not
gonna be
taking so much
mandatory?
time up. It's not going to be. It's just something that the league is set up to say, hey, if everybody wants to do
Dude,
it,
I like
you want to
that.
get a game,
that too.
this
Yeah.
is where we can go ahead and kind of have a pre-scripted option.
Do that
not where-
11th inning thing on there.
Yeah.
Well, it's
Play with
it's
those
like
things
the
then.
tune-up games. Like if you have the first round bye for the state tournament,
That's-
throw it in a tune-up game. It's
Yeah.
similar to something like that.
And
where you just get
that's
more.
what, like, I guess for B last year, that's what it was. Teams were looking at it because you guys did have like a week off before
Yeah.
you did the district or whatever. So that's why, because we're both on the same page with it now. Because for Class C, the Friday night of that week, they will be playing the 8 or 9 seed. Will be playing at the 8 seed for the play-in game. So then the following week, those 8 teams will be in regions. So.
We're not doing the same round robin crap again, are we?
I don't. It's straight bracket, I believe.
It's gonna be-
gonna
it's just a
not
straight
the full
bracket.
play.
Oh,
No,
good.
no.
Yeah, that first weekend.
Just,
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
straight bracket.
Just straight double
and then,
limb bracket and
taking away the Sunday games. Obviously, weather dependent. We'll push
Right,
those to
right.
Sunday,
Well, you got that flexibility now. Because
Yeah.
like we said before, tough for you guys is when a Tuesday game gets rained out, you also got 9 to 5 the next day to worry about. You can't just,
Yeah.
oh, we'll do it tomorrow morning. No, you can't just
Right.
flip it in.
Exactly.
And you guys had a ton of rainouts that one year.
Yeah.
Where you have
Right.
excuses.
It's hard to navigate.
It is.
It does stink a little bit about the Sunday game being gone for your gate, or not for
Yeah.
your gate, for your concession.
I think that's kind of why we're trying to do something
Something
Saturday night. Hopefully, get people to hang
Yeah.
around and get the
That-
league together. And
that was a
kind
big
of a
part
fun
of it,
event.
big conversation part of it. I
Yeah.
think what it came back to was the region host did have some leverage in that. And I think a lot of it was like, it's a lot more work to get everything rocking and rolling
Again,
for
Sunday.
one game at
No, that's
noon.
fair. That's fair.
Because it would have been a noon tip.
Yep.
So it's like,
Yep.
that's one of those things where it's like, yeah, let's just blow the doors off Saturday night and call that.
Clean up on Sunday.
Yeah, I think that's very fair.
It's also dependent on who makes that final. Like,
I know.
thankfully, you guys made it, and is Dylan on it with you? Play-Doh?
No,
Dylan.
went Delano.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here, because
Well,
sometimes
Delano played Play-Doh to get the 2.
that's right.
Yeah.
So
That's
we
right.
played
Yeah.
Play-Doh, and then that last game, I think, was the Delano
Okay.
Play-Doh.
Because if you get the 2 wrong teams on that Sunday, you don't even sell any beer or any concessions. But thankfully, if you get like Hawaii,
Then
they'll
you're
have some beers.
essentially
They'll be-
setting up everything. You got to
For
get
nothing.
help there. You got to get
right.
press box organized, and those
Beers are
guys,
cold,
everybody's got to
you
come
know.
back. And
Yeah.
And you guys had rain, wasn't it the Saturday night last
Yeah, a little bit,
year?
yep.
And so it was, you guys had 10 guys up here trying to
Vacuuming
get guys
water out
together.
of the outfield.
Yeah.
build shot backs.
Yeah, shot back and back.
It's always good for rain that weekend. Every year.
Every
There's-
time. It's that and
there's
Winstock.
rain. Yep.
Every year.
But you had a nice field crew with some nice shirts they were wearing
Yeah,
this last
those
year. They were
orgies,
styling,
yeah. Sports and songs.
styling sports and song shirts they were wearing last
that
year.
was pretty nice.
Nice crew you had there. But yeah, that's all I got. Except about the schedules.
Well, we got the Delano State Champs coming back here in District 7B. We'll have St. Bonnie moving down from Class A down to B. St.
Oh, they're in
Bonnie,
B.
they're
So,
B.
okay.
So St. Bonnie will be new this year.
West Tonka is C
is
as
the
well.
C.
Tonka's in C. Who's hosting the C this year?
Glencoe.
Glencoe's hosting. Glencoe Brewers hosting C.
Yep.
Is there anything interesting from West Tonka?
So
Did Easley leave and did all those guys leave?
well, this is what I heard. I just briefly talked to the gentleman from there. I don't know his name, but he said that they might not be there for a while. They're probably going to try to load up with some guys and probably end up moving up.
Oh, really?
And
Which is exactly what
Again-
they wanted to do 3 years ago.
again,
When Teddy went there, he's like, we're going to get all of our college guys, and then they all disbanded.
but again, that is something that potentially could happen during the season and throw a wrench into everything.
That's going to get dicey.
That could happen if they bring in guys. They could get moved to B, and then all of a sudden, then you guys have to do a play-in game or whatever. And
How late do they have to do that?
The deadline is when's the deadline?
June 30th is the
Yeah.
last day you can sign people. So essentially have sign people and have them eligible for the playoffs. You could technically sign somebody after that, but even if they got 4 games in, you couldn't.
So
have them on.
season starts May. So they're going to start the season in C.
Potentially.
They could load up. You could move mid-season up to B.
Correct. You can't move down, but you can move up. Yep.
Huh.
So
Like, who are they adding? They're adding college guys?
I have no idea. He just said that he's probably not going to be for long. That's all he said. And I was like, oh, cool. And
Yeah, I
that's
don't know
about
where
the
they're
extent
gonna
of
get
our
their-
conversation.
get their-
Where are you
you
getting
got-
your dudes?
Yeah, but you got to think about it. It's endless.
No, I get
Yeah,
that.
You know, they have
gotta have
opportunity.
connections.
Mayor said the same thing, and where's
Yeah.
Mayor? You know,
Yeah,
like,
but I think that,
it takes the right head of the dragon.
For sure.
Like, you need to have a whiskey, you need to have a Shug, you need to have a Dusky and
Yeah.
Johnson. Like,
you have to be able to drive guys and then continue to want to build, even if you have a struggled time or things don't go exactly, be able to buy into what you're trying to build. And that's what's tough with some of these teams, because when you are pulling everything, I think it gets back to, why the CRVL is great and having a bunch of local guys that are playing each other, that know each other forever. And you get some of these teams that are built with people that we have no clue who they are.
yeah,
And it kind of, I would have to envision that would take a lot of fun if I went to a different league to go play.
dude, I wouldn't.
I don't know how much interest
I'd be done.
I don't know if you'd pay me to want to go do that.
No.
Like, I just think that that's probably what comes down the pipe with some of those teams when you're like, you really got to love the game, especially at a certain age, to go and play a bunch of people that you don't know.
Well, word of mouth. You got to know that this league is the league to be in too.
Well, and that's why teams are trying to get in it.
That's why if you got a chance to play for the Waves, I could get in and be in the league, and that's what's got to be a little selling point for.
Well, didn't they shock someone last year at Regions? At District?
They
Didn't
jumped
beat-
on dead.
Dead.
They
They hit
scored like 8 or 2
3-0.
in the first
innings.
inning.
Roughed up 3-0.
Which is- I know they got one arm that the guy throws hard,
That
but he
Geel,
is like,
he
you
threw
just
it
don't-
down. You had the
Yes,
gun,
yes,
and you
yes.
look over at me, and you're like 91 or something. I'm like, oh shit.
He was throwing gas.
the crazy part is I don't think
No
anybody in the
clue.
park, including him, has any idea where it's going.
And
No,
that is
that
the
makes it
worst
scary.
thing ever.
Oh, that's the worst
God.
time being at the plate. It's like,
It's like Brady Johnson.
3 fastballs in a row
Yeah.
there. Next 6 pitches aren't even close, and he's plunking guys.
That's right.
And then he dots them.
Exactly.
Just
Yeah.
dot them.
Yep.
What do you do?
Everything's a 3-ball count.
Throwing gas.
He was,
Yeah.
man.
He came in and threw against us at the end last year when we had a BC game that we
Yeah.
matched up with them, and that
Yeah,
was
his ball was live.
yeah. So
Wow. Okay, I completely forgot about him. Yeah, they hit like maybe 2 bombs in that first inning.
Yeah, half done.
Absurd.
And then we were kind of scared going to face them because like they just roughed
Yeah,
up.
they're
Dad.
good. Yeah, like maybe they're
We were
good.
throwing Dylan and it's like, no, we're
we're
and then we were fine.
Momentum is the next day starter.
I
You
know,
know, and
that's
that's
what
the
I'm
fear.
worried about.
That's the fear.
Well, thanks, gentlemen,
Yeah, that's all I got.
for joining us here tonight, Andy and I, and thanks for having Clint here, Terrence. And we got Pat Tschida from Watertown and Young America, Alex Logelin here
Hey,
tonight.
thanks for the hats, Pat. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. If we get one membership out of this deal,
Yeah. Mention sports and songs when you sign up.
yeah,
worth it.
that's right. That's right. Well, thanks for coming,
Yeah,
guys. I
no
appreciate
problem.
it.
Awesome. Please remember to leave your comments and questions down below, and we'll see you next time. Thank you.
Now, if you're not